Hufflepuff's the best house, and I don't think there's any question about that. Us Hufflepuffs value hard work, patience, loyalty, and fair play. But the problem is, there's this line in the Order of the Phoenix. Slytherin took only pureblood wizards, of great cunning, just like him, and only those of the sharpest of mind were taught by Ravenclaw, while the bravest and the boldest went to daring Gryffindor. Good Hufflepuff, she took the rest, and taught them all she knew. She took the rest. She took the rest. And everyone just seemed to take this as if you're not brave, cunning, or intelligent, you basically just get thrown into Hufflepuff because we're the house for the leftovers or something. And it gave everyone the impression we're the worst house, and that's just not the case, like, seriously. And I'm just sick of people thinking we're the worst house. Hello there, how you doing? Seamus, you're a Hufflepuff. Amateur. I'm a Slytherin. Like, it is such a Slytherin thing to do to insult Hufflepuffs for being Hufflepuffs. Like, apologies to anyone who advocates in biology. It really is the Hufflepuff of sciences. When did Hufflepuff become an adjective? Seamus, are you actually proud to be a Hufflepuff? Of course I'm proud to be a Hufflepuff. It means I value the important things rather than just, like, being smart or brave or, like, valuing blood superiority or something. Hufflepuff is very accurate. Basic and boring. Is Newt basic and boring? No. Is Cedric basic and boring? No. Is Tonks basic and boring? No. Am I yeah, I am. That's not the point. Why is everyone a Hufflepuff? You guys are boring as hell. Hufflepuffs aren't boring. There are literally no dark witches or wizards from Hufflepuff, but there are fallen witches and wizards from every other house. Peter Pettigrew from Gryffindor, Professor Quirrell from Ravenclaw. Don't even get me started on the Slytherins. But are there any from Hufflepuff? No. Ugh, Dean, stop being such a Hufflepuff. Whoa, what does being such a Hufflepuff mean? Like, a good, nice, friendly person? One of the biggest Hufflepuff haters on the internet runs a Twitter account called @_Snape_, where they have almost 1.4 million followers and hate on Hufflepuff all the time. When the Sorting Hat sorts you into Hufflepuff. Florida is so Hufflepuff, #election night. The New England Patriots are playing like Hufflepuffs. I don't know much about American football, but didn't they win? Oh yeah, they did. This one's a compliment. Congrats to all the new Slytherins, Ravenclaws, and Gryffindors. To all you new Hufflepuffs, I'm sorry. Being afraid of Friday the 13th is such a Hufflepuff thing to do. Santa is definitely a Hufflepuff. Again, I don't see how this is an insult. When you get sorted into Hufflepuff. So yeah, I get this account as a parody, and they're basically depicting what it would be like if Snape had Twitter, I think. I don't know anything about who runs this account, but you don't value patience and loyalty and fair play and hard work. And worst of all, you'll never know love or friendship. And I feel sorry for you. Pottermore confirmed my worst fear today. I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm just gonna retract away from all the Hufflepuff hate in this comment and just ask, what would that look like in a boggart? Like, what would the boggart be? Like the Sorting Hat saying, Hufflepuff! Like, that's so weird. Also, let's be real, Hufflepuff is kind of a house for hot people. I know Draco Malfoy, who's played by Tom Felton, is in Slytherin, and Hermione Granger, who's played by Emma Watson, is in Gryffindor. But then, here in Hufflepuff, we have Cedric Diggory, played by Robert Pattinson, and Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne. And Eddie Redmayne himself is a Hufflepuff.
For far too long now, Hufflepuffs have been victimised. They call us boring, they call us beige.
So tease us all you want, but when you fall in love with a Hufflepuff and marry a Hufflepuff, we'll be the ones laughing. There's actually an article on Pottermore about why you should fall in love with a Hufflepuff that I feel like I should just bring your attention to. I'm such a Hufflepuff, it's insane. Again, what does being such a Hufflepuff mean? Someone tell me! Imagine being that much of a side dish that you roll up through Hogwarts and then the Sorting Hat puts you in Hufflepuff. I feel like that would show you're a good, kind person. Like, I feel like more people are scared of being put in Slytherin than Hufflepuff, let's be real. So this guy Louis just went on a whole rant about Hufflepuffs. Hufflepuffs are the nicest. I disagree, I think they're pretty dumb and slow. He followed that up by saying, Hufflepuff's my least favourite, boring, don't like the colours. And then finally finished off with, if one of my friends is sorted into Hufflepuff, my sincere apologies. And Louis, I feel like it's us who should be giving our sincere apologies to you. Like, to have such terrible values and opinions, I'm sorry, things will get better. Like, Slytherins claim they have it bad and that they're always put down in the Harry Potter books and that they get loads of hate. But Hufflepuff were put down well before Slytherin were even mentioned to be, well, Slytherin. Imagine being in Hufflepuff. I think I'd leave, wouldn't you? Page 60 of the Philosopher's Stone, and Hufflepuffs have already been put down. You're such a Hufflepuff, boring as heck. If one more person comments that Hufflepuffs are boring this video, I will lose it. I got Hufflepuff. I'm destined to leave a calm and boring life. We aren't boring, okay? I can't date a Hufflepuff, sorry. Slowly the 4 tables emptied. The Slytherin table was completely deserted, but a number of older Ravenclaws remained seated while their fellows filed out. Even more Hufflepuffs stayed behind, and half of the Gryffindors remained in their seats. Like, yeah, I know more Gryffindors stayed than Hufflepuffs, but Gryffindor is literally the house for the brave. And the difference between the Gryffindors and the Hufflepuffs is the Gryffindors stayed because they wanted to be the glorified ones who saved the day, whereas the Hufflepuffs stayed because that was the right thing to do. But don't take it from me. Take it from J.K. Rowling herself.
The Hufflepuffs stayed for a different reason. They weren't trying to show off. They weren't being reckless. That's the essence of Hufflepuff House.
Imagine being proud to be a Hufflepuff. It's kind of like walking up to someone and saying, hello, I'm average. Like, just, where does it say that Hufflepuff's an average house? Like, I just must have missed that in the books. I honestly don't understand why Hufflepuffs have got the reputation of being this average house. I've got nothing against Ravenclaws, but let's just compare the Hufflepuffs to the Ravenclaws. Both of them are obviously, like, the outsider houses. Like, there's Gryffindor and Slytherin, which are put up on, like, a pedestal as, like, good and evil in the books, and then there's Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, which are just, like, down on another level. But then Hufflepuff have a Triwizard Champion, and to retract back to that quote from the Deathly Hallows, more Hufflepuffs stayed behind for the Battle of Hogwarts than Ravenclaws. Dylan told me today that he thinks I would have been sorted into Hufflepuff, and it may have been the worst thing that anyone ever said to me. You really mustn't have been told many bad things in your life, have you? Like, I'm just imagining you, like, living on a cloud with, like, a pet unicorn or something. 7 books, and the most notable thing a Hufflepuff did was die. Again, back to my whole Ravenclaw argument, what was a notable thing a Ravenclaw did? Like, yeah, Luna had an idea to take Thestrals to the Ministry, but other than that, they literally didn't do anything. Again, this comment was before Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was announced, but they're making a whole 5-film franchise about Hufflepuff now. Let's not forget that in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, he saved the whole of America from a war between wizards and muggles. So yeah, you're welcome, America. You know what? Here's another quote from J.K. Rowling.
In many, many ways, Hufflepuff is my favourite house.
The author of the book said it. That's crazy. Anything else to say, J.K. Rowling?
I think we should all want to be Hufflepuffs.
Point proven. So don't take it out on us Hufflepuffs, okay? I'm sick and tired of everyone who's hating on Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. That is probably the worst Patronus. Good thing I'd probably never be able to conjure it, because let's be real, I'm a Hufflepuff. You know what? This video was a tutorial on how to get the worst things in the Pottermore quizzes. Well, that's awkward. I just want to bring this point up. I was completely joking when I made that video. I wanted it to be funny, and a lot of people took offense from it. I'm joking a lot in this video. Just try not to take everything I say too seriously. Like, genuinely, that is in the description of my channel, not to take everything I say too seriously. So, like, just yeah. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and click subscribe here. Watch another video like this about why everyone thinks that Woody and Jessie are a couple here. Check out my other social medias here, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Why did my scarf keep coming on and off in this video? Why was that?